What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar BYT, and welcome, guys, to yet another episode of Blaugrana Buzz, your number one stop shop when it comes to the latest Barcelona news, ladies and gentlemen. Big up to every single one of you guys. I see a lot of you guys getting into the chat. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe on your way in. And yeah, man, this is yet another Blaugrana Buzz, guys. Very quickly, guys, apologies. Um, Usually, I'm very optimistic. I'm always like, trying to bring the energy whenever I do these shows. But unfortunately, guys, today is not exactly a great day, right? It's not exactly um, it's not a great day in football. Football is in a state of mourning today. We are in a sad state of mourning today. We just lost Diogo Jota earlier this morning. Sure, unless you've been living under a rock, you know, you've seen all of the tributes, all of the news outlets talk about it. I made a video earlier this morning, um, stating my thoughts on Diogo Jota's passing. And yeah, listen, man. Appreciate every single one of you guys, who put your RIPs in the chat and said everything you needed to say. I think that, in times like this, it doesn't really matter who you support. Whether you're a Barça fan, Madrid fan, Liverpool fan, Chelsea fan, United fan, whoever you support, it doesn't matter, right? In a moment like this, where a person just lost their life, you gotta just put football aside for a second. And you know, I was very, very shocked, right? Because I didn't sleep the whole night. Now it wasn't because of this incident. Before everyone says, "Oh, it's because of this incident he didn't sleep at night." No. So usually, right? Sometimes when I'm off from work, I usually try to set up my streams ahead of time. I try to create thumbnails, all these background things that you see, guys. I spend all night fixing it, right? And while last night I was spending the whole time like reading, browsing, checking some news on Barcelona. Um, all of a sudden, guys, literally out of nowhere, just like a shell shock moment, it just popped up right there, right? Diogo Jota passed away, and honestly, when I saw it, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was fake. I'm not even gonna front. First time I saw it, I thought it was fake. I was like, nah, man, this is just some prank, right? And because it was just one news outlet that showed it at first, right? And really, really, as time went on, and then all the news outlets started bringing it all up, and everybody saying the same thing about Diogo Jota's passing, it really hit me like a nail of brick, like a ton of bricks. Because even though this guy is not my player, it hurts, man. Like, just putting things outside of football for 1 second. This guy is a man. He's a human being. A guy who got married like a few days ago. A father of three. 28 years old, same age as me. And just like that, today you're here, tomorrow you're gone. And it's a sad, sad state of affairs. Now, I'm not going to make this all about this, but I felt like I had to just bring this up to many of you guys who watch my channel. Because, a lot of you guys are always here, sending some love, talking about, what you guys think about this whole situation. And, we all like to have laughs and jokes. But sometimes, man, it's always important to always remember these footballers are human beings, man. They are human beings. And as much as we're all connected to them, we always act like these footballers are these superheroes, these supernatural beings. They're not. They are not, bro. We sit here one day, we all enjoy watching these footballers, but dude, just like what this Diogo Jota thing shows us is that at the end of the day, bro, life is short. Life is short. Like, people spend so much time, like, invested in trying to get noticed for their opinions. Sometimes people choose to hate when it comes to footballers. I've always said, right, as football fans, we have strong opinions. I have a strong opinions on my team, my manager, my club, my players, whatever it is. I always do. And I always say whatever I say, but I've always made things very clear. I don't hate any footballer. I don't know any of these footballers in real life to really hate them. You know what I mean, right? It's useless to really hate footballers, right? It's really useless to hate footballers, guys, for the sake of, like, what? Like, let me tell you guys something, right? I've already said my tribute. But really, guys, honestly, the reason I'm even coming back to talk about this is because, guys, you see, when you're in the internet, you really start to realize there are people in the internet that just don't have any morality at all. None, right? I'm seeing people on YouTube, right, putting out videos, right, of streams or posts, sending some respect to Diogo Jota. I see rivals showing respect. And then, you see how all of social media, how all of the internet have all come together and we've all tried to show respect. You always have that one person that's going to decide, I'm just going to be an asshole today because I want to make this about me. Now, I'm not going to call any names out, but you know who you are, bro, because I've seen what you put on Twitter. And here's the thing, I know this guy, right? I'm not going to call him by name, but I'll tell you this right now, bro. I lost a lot of respect for you, man. I lost a lot of respect, but because even though you didn't mock the death of Jota, what you said was very disingenuous, man. You basically had a problem with the fact that the world was all in mourning over the death of a footballer, a human being. And you tried to make it about you. Fucking disgusting. Fucking disgusting. And here's the thing, man. I could call your name, but honestly, guys, I don't really care about the drama and all that BS. I really am not for that. But I'll tell you this now, man. You are scum. And here's the thing, bro. You're disgusting, bro. What I saw you do, I lost a lot of respect for you, man, because you made it about you. There's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place to troll. There's a time and a place to talk about politics if you want to. There's a time and a place to sit there and say things that are on your mind. That's fine, bro. But you see, the moment, bro, you start making things about you, when you see people out there making videos, making streams, showing some respect, and you sit there and somehow you make it about you, I have no respect for you, man. I'm being dead serious. And it's not just him. I've seen other people do this shit. I've seen other people do this shit, bro. I'm sorry, man. I don't care who you support. Every life is valuable in this world. Everybody's life. My life is not as more valuable than any of you guys watching my stream. Every single one of your lives matter. Whether you're black, white, Asian, Arab, whatever you are, bro, your life matters. The reason why this man, Diogo Jota, is getting the love that he's getting is because, brother, this brother has been spending the last few years entertaining us as football fans. This is a guy who many of us as football fans here, right, whether we are Liverpool fans or not, I was sitting there watching this brother doing amazing work, scored a lot of goals, seen him win trophies, have amazing moments. And today this brother has just passed away. That is why people are showing tribute, bro, because this brother entertained us. That's why people are showing love. It doesn't mean that his life is more important than any other person that's losing their life. It's not because of that. It's not about that, man. This is about a human being, bro. A guy who's been entertaining us, who just lost his life. Show some respect or just shut the fuck up. I'm sorry I'm getting emotional, but I'm telling you guys, man, it's fucking disgusting, bro. How sometimes people can't just shut the hell up. Some people can be nice, but if you can't say something nice, then shut the hell up, man. Seriously. But people just want to be heard, bro. People always just want to be heard. They don't care if people are criticizing them. As long as they're being heard, bro, they don't care. They don't care, bro. No life is bigger than other ones, bro. But this is the thing, bro. When a person dies, you show respect. I don't care if you got along with the person or not. Out of respect for the person's family or the people around them, bro, then shut the hell up if you got nothing nice to say. It's a fucking disgust. It disgusts me, bro. And I'm telling you right now, man, right? I'm not usually someone who's on Twitter. Right? Usually when I'm on Twitter, I'm trying to find the latest news on Barcelona. I'm trying to find the latest news so that I can do this Blaugrana Buzz like I'm doing today. I don't go to Twitter because I've realized when I'm on Twitter, bro, Twitter is just a cesspool of degenerates, bro. It's a cesspool filled with degenerates, bro. Because there is where you really start to see just how sick some people are, bro. Really, bro, you see it all the time. It's natural. And some of these people, bro, they're gonna keep doing these things, man. Like I mentioned, I don't care. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Like, let me tell you guys something, yeah? I don't care how big you are. I don't care how small you are. I don't care how many subscribers you have on your channel, how many views you have on your channel. It doesn't matter, bro. If you act like scum, I'm gonna call you out. I don't know these people that well, or I don't know these people privately to have to sit there and defend every shit that you do. You feel me? But respectfully, man, there's a time and a place for everything. Don't get it twisted. I am no different from anybody. There are Madrid fans who are in this stream right now. Madrid fans. Yesterday, when I was doing my stream, I was trolling, trying to rage bait, trying to get under people's skin. People do that to me. And you know what? Sometimes I'm not so soft-skinned that I'm gonna get angry because people are criticizing me. I get when I'm being rage bait, and I just deal with it. But there are certain moments, guys, it's not funny. It's not funny. And you, as a human being, as a mature person, need to open your eyes and realize that the world doesn't fucking revolve around you. It doesn't revolve around certain amounts of people. Everybody in this world has a story to tell. Everyone. I am not special. Don't get it twisted. I might be here. You guys might be here watching me. But don't get it twisted, guys. Outside of YouTube, I'm just a normal human being like every single one of you. I'm just a normal human being that has a normal human life. I'm not better than any of you. But you know what, bro? You know who I'm better than? I'm better than all these degenerates. I'm better than every single one of them. And so is every single one of you. But in the end of the day, guys, I just had to say that. I just had to say that because, bro, I've seen it all the time. I've seen it all over, bro. People making streams, videos, right? Putting themselves in thumbnails and all this stuff, bro. Like, making it all about themselves. Guys, you see today when I did my video, guys, I didn't put my skill on the thumbnail. I didn't monetize it because it's not about money or attention for me. I just felt like I had to say that. Respectfully, bro. But here we are. Here we are. And yeah, listen, man. I know I've been ranting. Didn't think I was going to go off the way I did, but yeah, man. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Some people should be ashamed of themselves, man. Just to bring it back to Jota, guys. Let me tell you guys the truth, right? My honest opinions on Diogo Jota was this, yeah? Diogo Jota was a player who I rated so much. I'll tell you why. When Diogo Jota was at Wolves, I remember the year before he went to Liverpool, yeah? Wolves were in the Europa League, and I think they got knocked out in like the quarterfinals against Sevilla. But I remember Jota during that Europa League playing so well. So well, right? He even scored against Olympiacos. Remember Olympiacos, I remember they knocked Arsenal out of the Europa League that year. And they played Wolves. And I think it ended 1-0. And the only goal in that tie was scored by Jota. And I used to remember thinking, yo, this guy is a baller. I feel like people don't really rate him that much, right? He's one of those players. He's like those hidden gems. It's like when you look at players like Semenyo or I don't know, like a Bowen or all these guys who are like in these mid-table teams, and you know they're good, and you know that if they make a big move, they're gonna actually start playing well. I used to look at Jota like that, and I remember when Liverpool signed him that season in 2020, the signing just went low key. Nobody was really talking about that deal, right? But it was a masterstroke of a deal. An absolute masterstroke of a deal. I remember telling people, I was like, bro, this deal is so underrated and people are going to see it. Because he went for like 40 million, I think. Right? And he absolutely started so well. I remember his first Champions League game was it against Atalanta? When they beat them like 5-0 or something like that. And he scored like a hat-trick. Right? He had such a great start at Liverpool. And then injuries just started, piling up, and you could see that the injuries started hindering like his progress. But there was always a player there. He always was a good finisher, right? And he just needed to remain fit. And when you really realize, man, like this guy is 28, like brother, he was literally at the prime of his career, at the best years of his career, and just like that, guys, he's gone. He's gone. Jeez, man. Like, the ones I really feel most bad for are his wife, his newlywed wife, his 3 children, and like I mentioned, guys, his mother, man. Like, bro, his mother, he died alongside his brother, guys. He died alongside his brother. Do you guys understand what the parents must be going through right now? I can't even imagine it mentally, guys. I can't even imagine it. In my head, I'm just like, brother, it's one of those things where you're just like, imagine them parents, bro. What they're going through. The mother has to bury both of his sons. Because Andre Silva, his brother, also died in this crash. Those are the ones I really feel bad for, man. Listen, life goes on. When it comes to Liverpool, they're losing a very, very good player, great player. And yeah, I know his brother was a footballer. I know he played for he was a Porto player. I know. He was actually on loan last season. But I mean, yeah. His parents are the ones I feel most bad for because, dude, they got to bury both of their children. This is why I'm telling you guys, football, guys. We all talk about football, right? We all talk about football, but This shows you, man. Life is more than football, guys. Life is more than football. So, yeah, I saw what you mean. Basically, what happened from what I'm hearing apparently was that one of the tires in the Lamborghini that they were driving, it busted. You feel me, right? It busted, and basically the car went in flames. That's the best way I can put it. I don't want to go into more graphic details. Basically, yeah, that's long story short what happened. One of the tires went out, and yeah, it went in flames. That's it. I mean, guys, bear with me. The show will start. I know I've gone like 25 minutes talking about this. We will be talking about Casado and other Barcelona news because this is Blaugrana Buzz, obviously. But I'm gonna read some of your chats, guys, before we move on, because I don't want to miss out on any of your chats. Let's see what you guys are saying in the stream. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Casado. We're gonna talk about Casado, man. Yeah, we're gonna get into all of this. Don't worry, bro. It says too much paperwork to go back to the 101. It says, shout out to you, Omar, for making the shorter video. Hey, listen, man, appreciate you for that. Appreciate you for that. It shows you, yes, we put standards, but sometimes we need to understand that these are human beings at the end of the day. This is why sticking to football criticism and attacking them personally. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's a fact. It's a fact. This is why, guys, I never criticize footballers outside of football. Okay? People always like to intervene on other people's personal life. I refuse to do that, bro. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Sometimes, sometimes people just like sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. People like to stick their nose where it doesn't belong. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But in the end, hey, listen. I criticize footballers, but it's nothing personal to me. I don't hate any of these footballers personally at all to really talk about their private lives. Yeah, man. R.I.P. to Diogo, man. It says, Omar, when I saw you post Jota and my timeline exploded, his name in the morning, I just woke up. I couldn't believe it at first. I thought you were joking, but the club confirmed it. Yeah, man, bro. Warrior, like I mentioned, I was asleep. I'm sorry, I wasn't even sleeping. I was doing it was 4 a.m. Like, dude, the news came out like 4 a.m. in the morning this morning, right? I was just setting up the stream, like fixing the backgrounds and all that. And then literally, bro, just like that, the news just broke. Literally while I was on the internet, on Twitter, like trying to check some Barça news. Yeah, man. It says, it's disgusting. Have some respect. Fact, man. Have some respect. PSG INT is a scumbag. Life is more than just football at the end of the day. Facts. 100%. Yo, big up to my guy Vinny or Havertz or whoever you are, bro. Big up to my guy Warrior J, man. Appreciate you, man. He says, I'm not even in the mood to cook you today. Hey, listen. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Game is game. I know you guys are going to talk about, oh, Omar, we saw the news. You guys are not in the 101 rule. Technically, we are. It's just that at the end of the day, guys, it's more complicated than many people think. I'm going to talk about that, guys. Don't worry about it. He compared the death of Jota to Palestinian people. Bro, every life matters. I don't know why people... You know what it is, yeah? This is why I don't like it, man. Because sometimes people do go overboard with that whole situation, too. Like, yeah, bro. Listen, I don't like what I've seen in some of the pictures I've seen in that side of the world with everything that is going on over there, right? I don't like it, man. And I've been very, very open with my opinions on that situation. But do I really, like, what the fuck? So because you don't like what's happening there, every time people talk about a tragedy, you always have to bring it to that. Man, life is not just about certain people, man. Every life matters. Please be respectful in the chat. Thank you. I appreciate you, Ravi, man. Big up to you. R.I.P. Jota and his brother Andre Silva. Talking about his brother. People are typing R.I.P. to the Milan striker Andre Silva. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Some of them people are confused. They think Andre Silva was the one who passed away. Yeah, his brother's name is Andre Jota or Silva. But you know, sometimes it just happens. Sometimes brothers don't use the same last name, right? Because they don't want to be connected to, like, basically sometimes, you know, with footballers is that when you have a much more famous brother, the issue is sometimes, you know, people always compare you to your brother. So sometimes footballers always have to, you know, change their tune. Big up to Omar. Respect for you. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Everybody's equal. 100%. 100%. PSG INT is drunk since the UCL final. It's crazy how someone who passed away, it's crazy how now that someone has passed away that you have to wait somebody if he deserves to mourn or not. It's fucking disgusting, man. He went too soon. Absolutely, man. 28 years. Bro, like I said, he's the same age as me. Fucking hell. Jeez, man. It's a sad day in football. Diogo Jota and Andre Silva, rest in peace. Deepest condolences to his family, Liverpool FC, Portugal, national team, and the fans in football. 100%. R.I.P. Appreciate you, Warrior J. I remember Diogo at Wolves. What a player. 100% he was, man. Him and Raul were a problem with Wolves. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Diogo Jota's brother was also a footballer. Yeah, we know. The news came out on way. Yep. This is why I hate sports cars. I'm gonna be very honest, man. I don't like sports cars either, bro. I like 4-wheel cars much better, man. I don't like these cars that when you just press the gas, it just goes from 0 to 100 instantly, bro. Fucking hell. Like those, like, bro, dude. I'm a very nervous driver, bro. I'm a very nervous driver. I couldn't drive those kind of sport cars where if I literally touch the gas, it's just gonna go. Phew. Nah, man. Nah. I still don't know what exactly happened. Yeah, I just explained it to you. So yeah, this is going to break Liverpool and his fans. 100%, man. Apparently, I've heard that they're gonna retire the number 20 jersey. That's actually pretty nice, man. That is pretty cool. This shows that I understand we're passionate with this show that I understand we're passionate with our respected clubs, but majority of fans forget that these people are human beings and focus on demanding perfection. Yep, they can be doing perfection shit somewhere else, not here, man. We shouldn't sell Casado. Don't worry, man. We're gonna talk about that. Oh, that's terrible, bro. Lamborghinis are dangerous, bro. It's not the first time this is caught in bro, I swear, what's his name? Paul Walker died from the same. Wasn't he driving the same car or something? A car similar. It was one of these fast cars. Now Paul Walker was driving one of those cars as well, and then you saw what happened to him as well, bro. These sport cars, man. Fucking hell, I don't like these sport cars. Like, I'm gonna twist it. I drive a 2007 Mazda, bro. The car is one of those cars where you press the gas, you have to always make sure to always have the gear on. Like, those are the cars I like because I can actually control my speed. Like, not one of these cars where you literally just touch the gas and just... Nah, man. Nah, bro. No, I'm a nervous driver, bro. I could never drive those cars. Big up to my brother Joker, man. How you doing, bro? How are you doing? Yo! Don C, brother, man. How you doing, man? How are you doing, bro? Big up to you every single time, man. Big up to you every time. Yeah, man. R.I.P. to Jota, man. R.I.P. I'm happy with my Toyota. Yeah, listen, man. Toyota, man. Listen, Toyota, let me tell you something. Toyota is... I don't have a Toyota, but dude, Toyota is one of those cars, man. Another quality car right there. That car can stay with you for decades, man. That car can stay with you for a lifetime. I'm not even kidding. Toyota cars, they're the best cars, man. Omar, did you hear about Jota had lung surgery and couldn't ride the plane back to UK apparently? No, I didn't hear this. Oh shit. Oh wow. Man, this is fuck. Dude, oh my god, bro. There are some players I don't like, even at my club. When Rakitic did the pool celebration with Sevilla after he Scored against the embarrassed us in the UCL 3 days ago. I still don't hate him. Listen, I love Rakitic. I know people, people have their opinions. I'm going to talk about Rakitic, by the way, because he just retired. So, yeah. Yeah, but that's another, dude, that's another one of these fast cars, bro. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, listen. It says, will Jota's death ruin Liverpool's season? We know they are moving faster in the transfer window. It might slow their progress. No, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Let me see. I'll check it out, man. It says, is Casado leaving Barça? I don't mind selling him. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I just want to finish these, man. Okay, listen. I mean, yeah, man. Listen, guys. Type your RIPs for Diogo Jota. And, yeah, man. Commiserations to man like Diogo Jota, ladies and gentlemen. But listen. We do move on, guys. Let's move on. Let's move on, guys. Now, let's actually start the news, guys. Let's start the news. Now, Barcelona, guys. Every single day, there's always big news, guys. And, right, today was no different. I know yesterday when we were talking about the 101 rule and everything else that is happening with all of that, right? I did talk about the fact that, Javier Tebas basically confirmed, he confirmed that we had met the requirements to be able to be in the 101 rule. Now, recently, guys, today, some news have kind of came out of the club, especially in regards to the Nico Williams deal, where they're saying, but Barcelona are just in and around the 101 rule and this and this and this and there's complications and all that. Look, I'm going to say this now, guys. People have a lot of things that they're saying, right? And you can't believe everything you read, right? But before we even talk about the Nico Williams deal, I want to first of all talk about Marc Casado. Now, this is a guy who broke out last season, right? He broke out last season. He played well. He really cemented himself after Bernal's injury and was doing quite well for himself at the team, right? He was cooking. He was playing some of the best football last season. And he was a very reliable player. And like I mentioned, a La Masia product. Now, recently, there have been some news coming out of the club in regards to Marc Casado, right? And basically, there have been teams that have been looking at him, mainly Premier League teams. And when I first heard this at first, right, I thought, yeah, it's just rumors, this and this and this, and all of this and this and that and that. However, guys, the news has kind of been picking up pace it's really been picking up pace, guys, because apparently Barcelona are willing to sell this player. We're willing to sell Marc Casado with Chelsea, Arsenal, Atletico, Manchester City, all looking at bringing this guy. Before we get started, guys, appreciate Man Like Football Carnage. Appreciate Carnage, Raid. Thank you so much. My brother Will and Dave. Pick up to you guys. Appreciate you guys for the raid, man. Every single time, bro. But yeah, listen. Pick up to you guys. Make sure, guys, all you guys who are coming in, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, guys. And yeah, man. Listen, let's get into it. Like I mentioned, guys, Marc Casado, right? He's a player that's currently in demand. There are teams looking at trying to sign him, right? We've seen apparently Chelsea are looking at him. So is Arsenal. So is Atleti and Manchester City. And here's the thing, right? I don't think he was one of the players who was in the plans, who was part of the plans or people who could leave, like the Ansus and all these players. However, here's the important thing. He's a player who's in high demand, and also he's a player who could garner a lot of money for the club. Now, I'm going to first of all come out and say this. Firstly, when it comes to Casado, and when it comes to his to the player, and with everything that is happening right now with the finances and the 101 rule, even though Barcelona technically are around the 101 rule, it's important to note that yes, we might be able to sign players and register players like a Nico Williams if he signs. However, if the club is going to try to sign other positions during the transfer window, players are going to have to leave. You understand what I mean, right? What was important about yesterday's news was that basically it is easier for us to get rid of players and register players instantly. You understand what I mean, right? However, just because we are under the 101 rule doesn't mean now we can just be reckless in the transfer window, because we can't. Do you understand what I mean? Right? And when it comes down to players in the club who could garner a lot of money for the club, Casado has become a new option now. Because these clubs are really, really, really interested in bringing this guy in. Right? The club is quoting, I'm seeing a news article earlier today. Let me see if I can actually find it. Hold on. I'm going to try to see if I can find it. Marc Casado. Apparently, I'm seeing clubs apparently going as far as to saying that they're going to offer to almost 60 to 70 to 80 million for this guy. Right? And this is, and I'm not gonna lie, right? The highest the lowest amount I've seen for clubs that are saying that they could bring this guy in is around 50 million. And look, 50 million is a lot, right? And I think that from what we've been hearing from the club is that basically we need a big sale during this summer, right? There needs to be a big sale. We need a big sale this summer, right? And many people kind of thought it was going to be Araujo. However, I will say this now. If we can get a good money for Casado, I would sell him. I would sell him. And I'll tell you why I would sell him, guys. It's because if you look at Barcelona's team, where is the stadium? Which part of the pitch or the positions that you think we are crowded in? Where? It's the midfield. Like, bro, hold on. Let me actually show you guys, because I really want you guys to really see what I'm trying to say here, guys. I know a lot of people don't want this deal to happen, but listen, let me show you guys this. Look. Casado, hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to pull up this thing. Barcelona squad. Here we are. There we go. See? Now, look at this team, guys. Look at the Barca team, right? Look at the midfield. I want you guys to look at the midfield, right? We have Garcia that can play midfield. Romeo is gonna be gone. Pedri, we have Casado, we have Frenkie, we have Bernal, we have Gavi, we have Fermin, right? Dani Olmo, and not to mention, guys, if we do sign Nico Williams, it's very likely that my guy Rafinha could be playing in the 10. Which basically then means, if you calculate it, how many midfielders do we actually have in the team next season? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and if Rafinha is in the midfield, that's 8. We're basically crowded in the midfield right now. You understand what I mean? We are crowded in the midfield right now. So, for me, I would not be against this move, because it's not like we're going to be starved of choice. And look, there's a lot of options in the transfer window. Like you just mentioned, I just saw someone mention Partey. I'm not going to lie. I think Partey is a good player. On a free, I would take him, right? He's a La Liga proven midfielder. And I do believe that he's still a top midfielder. You understand what I mean, right? However, I will say this now. When it comes to Casado, the value that he's going to bring, or the money that he could potentially bring to this club, I would consider it. So, for me, I'm open to selling him for the right price. Because the quotes I've been hearing is 50 million and above. I'm seeing people saying 70 million, right? I thought I saw like a few weeks ago, what's the name? Arsenal. I was talking to Northside, and he was talking about Casado, right? Being linked. I think actually I was the one who found it, and I sent it to Northside, right? And at first when I saw it, I was like, nah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You feel me, right? He's not gonna go. But then Chelsea started looking at him, and then before we know it, what's his name? Atleti now are looking at it, and now City are also looking at him. And by the way, City are also looking at trying to sign Fermin Lopez as well. So they're looking at two of our midfielders. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because of how crowded our midfield is, I don't mind getting rid of one of the La Masia graduates. Now here's the thing, guys. I love our La Masia graduates, but listen, not all our La Masia graduates are gonna all become great, or all of them are going to commit and be retire at the club, right? Some La Masia graduates have to leave, right? And right now, in our financial situation that we're in, and the fact that we just hit the 101 rule, if we are actually not finished in the transfer window and we still have to go and get some players, I think it's a no-brainer for me that we should go out and actually go and sell a player like this and cash in on him while we still can. Because at the end of the day, Casado is going to be part of the squad. Let me be clear here. Casado is not a guaranteed starter at this club when everybody's fit. He's not a guaranteed starter when everybody's fit, right? You've seen De Jong's performances. De Jong has been cooking, right? We've seen, what's his name? What's the name of the guy again? Bernal, who the club highly rate, right? There's a lot of players who are very much, we have so many players in that position who can do a job. So for me, to tell you the truth, I'm not against this move. I am not against this move, guys. And look, like I mentioned, if we can get a good price, I would sell him. I would sell him. It doesn't matter, man. Like at the end of the day, you know, Casado is a top player. I would love to keep him, but I am not that desperate that I'm gonna be like, oh, we gotta keep him, this and this and this and this and this. Nah, man. Nah, man. He's a good player, right? He's a great player. I think he still can do a job for certain teams, absolutely. But listen, we just have to move on, man. We just have to move on. And we have to be smart in the transfer window, right? Not every player is going to be, not every La Masia graduate has to always play. If we can cash in on some of these graduates, it's just going to help the club. It's just going to help the club. But let me know what you guys are saying. And listen, we all know right now La Masia's graduate, it's, I mean, yeah, but yeah, it is what it is. I think that when you look at like La Masia and his graduates, right? A lot of them, you know, they don't all become superstars at the club. Some of them become, you know, great players, okay players. Some of them just don't. It is what it is. But let me know what you, I don't know what you guys, what are you guys saying about this? What do you guys think? Because I'm open to selling Casado for the right price. And that's the key word, guys, the right price. You feel me? It says, what? No way Casado is leaving, bro. No way. Hey, listen. He's been linked to other clubs. Other clubs are definitely looking at him. The other clubs are definitely looking at him. To be honest, as good as Casado is, I'm sorry, he's not benching Bernal in the long run. Facts. If he's not gonna bench Bernal in the long run, and you get offered 55, 60 million, bro, sell. It's the smartest thing to do. Like, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, man. As long as we get Casado replacement, I'll be fine with selling Casado. Facts. Facts. Bernal just came from an ACL injury and is look at what happened to Gavi this season. He needs time. I won't let Casado go. No way. Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Yo, big up Parisian, man. Big up Paris, man. How you doing, bro? Okay, he says. What is going on? What the hell? Hold on, what is going on? Why is my... Sorry, guys. I don't know what is going on. Guys, my chat thing is not working. What's going on? Sorry, guys. Yeah, this thing just started buffering. Sorry, guys. My chat thing was just buffering. I was trying to pull up your chats, but it wasn't moving. All right. Yeah, man. Listen, big up to my brother Will, man. Big up to you, bro, for the raid, man. Appreciate you so much, bro. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Football Carnage as well, guys. Okay, go subscribe to Football Carnage. All you guys who are here, who guys who are already here. Big up to my guy Will every single time, bro. Big up to my brother Sensei, man. How you doing, bro? Big up, bro. How you doing, man? How you doing? Says it probably because Thomas Partey is a free agent. Exactly, bro. Like I said, man. Like, listen, Thomas Partey is a defensive midfielder, guys. Like, don't get it twisted, right? First of all, think about it this way. We have to be smart when it comes to signings. Yes, we have young players, but one thing I will say about Joan Laporta is that he's a guy who's never been afraid to buy experienced players for the short term. Like, even in his first run, he brought players like Henrik Larsson. I remember when he brought Larsson, right? Larsson was at Celtic, was a hero at Celtic, top player at Celtic, right? Was cooking over there. And when he left, I think he was like 33, 34 when he left. No big club was trying to sign Henrik Larsson, but then we gave him a shot. We gave him a 2-year deal. He came to the club, 2-year deal, and you know what this brother did, bro? He scored a Champions League. He assisted 2 goals in the Champions League final at the age of 36. You understand what I mean, right? Short term, he was a great signing. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst was another old signing that we made, right? He also did his job. Like we've always done this, bro. We've always focused on our academy, but we've always done this thing where we've always had like short-term signings to do the job. You understand what I mean, right? And Partey, if he joins Barça, is not going to start every week. Like, bro, if you get an opportunity to join Barça, you're going to have to work with what we have. You understand what I mean, right? So, I'm not going to lie. I would take Partey, man. I feel like people really have forgotten how good Thomas Partey is, man. Really, man. Big up to my brother DM. Big up to you, bro. Says, what's good, my brother? That was a nice video you put out earlier. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. R.I.P. to Diogo Jota, man. Smash the likes, guys. Here to see what Gay Salona are doing. Alright, bro. Casado will be Omar. Marc Casado. How big of a loss will he be? It will be unfortunate. But if we get the right price for him, yeah, man, I would sell. Like I said, he's not an indispensable player like a Pedri, man. He's not. He's a top player, but brother, if we get a good offer for him, I'm gonna sell, man. I won't sell Casado considering it's a long season for the World Cup 2026. But yo, we are crowded in the midfield. See, the reason I'm even like really open to this deal is because I think that we have so many players we could replace Casado with in the midfield right now. Because here's the thing, De Jong played in the defensive midfield, and I know people will say, oh, but Bernal will be back next season. And De Jong, remember when Casado got injured last season, De Jong took over and De Jong did his job in that position. De Jong absolutely cooked in that position. So yeah, man, come on, man. If we scam Chelsea for 60, I think you were trying to say 60 million. 60 million, I'll take it. Facts, man. Like, I'll be honest, man. If the only reason I'll be open to selling this deal is if we get a good amount in for Casado. In my opinion, I can see this happening. I don't see Casado beating Bernat, especially since Flick sees him becoming the best midfielder in the world. Casado can displace Bernat and Frankie. Facts. Alright, let's keep going. Yo, big up to Bekele in the chat, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up Rabona in the chat. Says big up Omar in the chat. Amazing video honoring Diogo Jota, by the way. Appreciate you, bro. Says, yeah, man. Manchester United and City both bid for Ter Stegen. Bro, please, man. Please, man. Listen, you know what's funny, yeah? I heard about the fact that apparently City are considering taking Marc. Now, first when I heard this, right? I'm not gonna lie, I thought, man, this is just some fake news. It's just some fake news. It's not real. It's lies. But then, dude, it's been picking up weight. I'm like, bro, if there is any truth to this, bro, Pep Guardiola, do us a favor, man. Do your old team a favor, man. Please, I beg you, man. No, it's not Bernal, it's better. Please, Pep, bid like 70 million for this taken. Oh my God, bro. Imagine if we did that. I don't think we should sell Araujo. I would. Listen, Juventus are apparently looking at him. I'll say this now. If we do sell Ronald Araujo to Juventus, I wouldn't sell Casado. Or let's say this. Okay, let me say this. If we do sell both of them, that's 100 million we could potentially get from both of those deals. Guys, do you guys realize the financial freedom we would have if we sell both of those guys? We could actually go quickly and just replace those guys very quickly. And like I mentioned, man, if we, like, think about this for 1 second. Imagine we sell Casado for 50 to 60 million and we bring Partey on a free. You guys telling me you wouldn't take that in the chat? 50 to 60 million for Casado, and in return you bring in Thomas Partey on a free. A player who's not going to start, who's going to be on the bench, who's going to play when he's needed, whenever they want him, he's going to be there. Him. Now, come on, man. Like we have to be smart sometimes, bro. I keep saying this, guys. Because Barcelona right now are slowly getting out of financial mismanagement, we have to be smart, guys. Obviously, we're going to have to sell because you know what, guys? We still are not out of debt just yet. Do you understand what I mean? We are still not out of financial debt, which means we still have to generate money. So when the right offer comes in for a player who is who's dispensable, you have to be smart. Even if you rate the player, even if you think the player is the next big thing, you have to think, well, I have all of these players who can play in that position, and these guys are offering me all of this money. Like, come on, man. You have to be smart about this. Anyway, it says, sell Casado and bring Partey on a free. Exactly. I would take him. Excel says Casado is better. In reality, Bernal is miles better than Casado. I'm sorry, that's the reality. Listen, let's be honest, man. Flick definitely preferred Bernal over Casado. Casado wouldn't have started over Bernal. No way. Don't get it twisted. Fair play to Casado for what he did. But yeah, man, it is what it is. Even if Marc Bernal and Frankie get, you're trying to say injured. I think you're trying to say injured, but we still have Gavi. We still can put a shift in DM. Who can still put a shift in DM? We can use Thomas Marquez from the under 19s if we sell Casado, which wouldn't be a big of a loss. And also, Eric Garcia can also be moved up in the defensive midfield. Guys, this is what I mean. Like, I don't know why people are acting like we are completely like shafted in that area, bro, in the defensive midfield role. We have players who can play in that position. And this is the thing with Casado. Casado is not even a natural defensive midfielder. He's technically a player he's a number 8 that can play in the 6. So Casado is better than Barrios, Giuliano, Simeone, and Gallagher. He's better than Tchouaméni, Camavinga last season by a long margin. We shouldn't sell such a player. No, apparently Zubamendi is better than Partey and Norgard, apparently. Bro, Rabona, you know what the problem is, bro? We watch football. That's why, Rabona. We watch football. So because we watch football, people can lie to us because the eye test overrules the stats test. Thomas Partey, when he's fit, is better than Zubamendi, he's better than Rice, and he's better than Norgard. I'm telling you all right now, a fully fit Thomas Partey is better than any midfielder that Arsenal have. And I will die by that hill. I don't care what Arsenal fans say, bro. On his day when he's fit, he's better than every midfielder you have. So you just got rid of him. Bro, this is why you know what, yeah? Imagine we sign Partey, and Partey helps us win the Champions League. Oh my God. Arsenal are gonna be in the fucking mud. By the way, guys, I saw yesterday when I was doing my when I was doing my stream, right? A lot of you guys were saying that you were trying to connect to my Discord, and my Discord link was actually messed up. Guys, I didn't notice that until yesterday. So I have changed it, guys, and this is my Discord. Guys, my Discord, I'm not really active on my Discord because I don't have people in there yet, guys. So make sure you guys connect to my Discord, guys. Anytime there's Barça news, I'm gonna put it in there. And listen, you guys can get into my Discord, and if you guys have any questions or want to ask me anything, or basically want to ask my opinion or find any news, guys, just connect to my Discord. I'm always there. I'll be seeing your messages. I'll try to reply to every single one of you guys, and we can always talk in there like we do in here, guys. So make sure you guys connect to my Discord, guys. Pick up to every single one of you. And Jovi says Partey shouldn't be allowed anywhere near Catalonia. We do need prehistoric. We don't need his prehistoric as only La Masia and Ajax motherfuckers are expected at Barcelona. Law. Facts, man. Hey, listen, man. We all know, man. We all know, man. We all know. All right, bro. Let's keep going. Man, you guys are absolutely killing it in the comments, man. I want to make sure to read all of your chats before we continue. Because you guys are absolutely killing. Plus, there's a lot of up-and-coming La Masia DMs coming up soon. That's what people seem to forget. I don't know why people are acting like all of a sudden La Masia is going to die, bro. Like, come on, guys. Have you guys seen that every single year we're just a new player's being unearthed? I'm going to even talk about it. There's another player who's going to be in the preseason this season. Let me actually see if I saved it. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna see if I actually saved this somewhere. There's a La Masia player who, hold on, where is it? La Masia product. Like, there was a La Masia player who I saw who apparently is now gonna be on Barcelona B, all right, and he's actually gonna be part of the squad, right? He's gonna be part of the squad that goes to preseason, bro. Like I mentioned, every year we're having new products coming out of the academy, bro. If we sell him, it's not to bring someone else in. Facts, man. It doesn't need to be. Listen, man, you gotta be smart. Sometimes players leave all the time. Rodri looks finished after his ACL injury. I see City putting in a 70 million for Casado. I've even heard Bayern Munich and Serie A teams like Juventus and Inter are interested. Whoever brings the most for him can have him. Facts. If you have a player that is this. If you have a player like this that is dispensable and he's wanted by many teams, bro, you gotta be smart, man. Get the most money out of it. Get the most money you can get out of him, bro. Nico's agent is delaying the deal because he wants a get-out clause if he can't be registered. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that next. We kind of need some Polish player, my guy. Yeah, man. Yo, big up to Emmanuel, man. Ultimately, we need money for a young clinical striker under Flick, right? So that we can win everything this season. Hey, man, but you know, people are player FC, man. That's the problem. People love these players too much, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Partey is a good man. He can play the Kessier role. Facts. John, what's going on, bro? What's going on, John? We would need Partey's physicality, experience in defensive midfield. See, guys, now we're actually having some like actual people in here, man. Like, big up to all you people. And make sure you guys smash the likes, guys. We're on 30 likes already. Yo, listen, man. I'm loving the conversion rate. Yeah. Big boy Chomper. I'm talking about Yomyek. Is it Yomyek or whatever his name is? Because he's Spanish, so he could be pronounced as Yomyek or something like that. But yeah, man, listen. That's what we need in that defensive midfield, though. Give me an experienced player. Like I mentioned, man, experience plus youngsters always cooks. They can sell Araujo, not Casado. I mean, listen, if we sell Araujo over Casado, I'll take it. I don't even care which one of them goes. Honestly, I'll prefer I don't care which one of them goes, man. Each one of them is dispensable. Yeah, man. RIP Diogo Jota, man. We're selling Araujo for sure. We need Van de Ven to replace him. Facts. Yeah, you already know my thoughts on Van de Ven, man. Chelsea want Casado and Caicedo. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. That would not be bad for them. Big up to Earl. Mickey Van de Ven is injury prone. Nah, he just suffered injuries this season, Catalan. He's not injury prone. He had injury struggles this season, but he wasn't having his injury struggles last season. Oh, big up to always a cooler, man. Says RIP Diogo Jota and Andre Silva. They will be missed. Yeah, man. You're going to hear the Casado news. You're going to hear Casado with the Mandem accent. Oh, yeah, man. It'll be funny. If City and Liverpool bid for Ter Stegen, I'm going to absolutely love it. Yo, I don't care. They can have him for free if they want. I just want this guy out of my books right now. Not only a midfielder, but people can play Garcia. I just mentioned that. I would give Araujo one more chance. You're probably alone on that. Ederson is more of a midfielder than a goalkeeper. Yeah, he was moving crazy during this Club World Cup. I would love Araujo, but he's so bad on the ball. He's not really a smart defender, and that's one of the reasons why we didn't go to the final. Yep. Yeah, Casado is rumored to be to go to Arsenal, and yeah, I just talked about that. Omar, the financial situation ain't all gone. The rumors is that you want Bilbao to confirm Nico's registration and the price tag on papers. Yeah, listen, there's so many different talks that have been coming out on the Nico Williams thing. Thomas Partey, man, you need a young striker. Partey will be on high wages. No, he won't. Like, I'll tell you right now, if I'm taking Partey, he's not going to be on ridiculous wages. If he decides to go for ridiculous wages, he can go somewhere else. Vesca Barça for sure, man. I don't think he'll join us though. Yeah, man. I hate this phrase, put a shift in. That the passion merchants. This is Barcelona, not Getafe. This is the problem. Listen, man. I always defend my players, and there are certain players I would not get rid of. But I don't know why sometimes football, like some fans, especially like even in our club, whenever La Masia graduate breaks in, oh, but we can't sell him. Omar, we can't sell him because he's one of our own. Bro, every club creates youngsters. Even Barcelona have sold youngsters. Okay? We sold Fabregas to Arsenal when he was a kid. Thiago Alcantara had to go. I didn't like it, but he had to go. Players leave all the time. Marco Correa is from La Masia. We had to get rid of him. I didn't like it, but he left. Alex Grimaldo, another one who came from our academy. He also had to leave. It's that simple, man. Like at the end of the day, it's football, man. It is football in the end, man. So people just need to stop being so emotionally connected. Like, you know what it is, yeah? This is why I don't emotionally tie myself to footballers. Yes, I will love footballers. I'll say, this football is great, but I don't emotionally connect with footballers. Because you know what the problem is when you emotionally connect with footballers? When you emotionally connect yourself with footballers, all of a sudden, you're blinded to everything. So even if he doesn't play well, you're going to always make excuses. Oh, but this is how it happened. But this is what happened. But this is what happened. I mean, look at Arsenal fans are the biggest case and example of it. So many of their fans are they're so like emotionally connected, emotionally bonded to these players that they just, that logic just goes out the window. Oh, but Saka is one of our own. Oh, but ESR was one of our own. If they're not good enough, they're not good enough. Or if you can get a better replacement, get a better replacement. It's about the club. If we sell Casado in the summer, and and we bring in Partey, and Partey helps us win the league and the Champions League, who cares? Who cares? I want Barca to win. My priority is to see Barca win. I don't care about the players, bro. Respectfully, players come and go all the time. It's that simple, man. By the way, Rabona is a queen, Omar. Oh! I didn't know that. I think she's... Didn't you say that yesterday? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is this actually true, Rabona? Is it, or is he trolling? Are you a lady? I don't know, man. Rabona, you let me know, because anyway, he says if reports about Araujo is not fitting into Flick's plans is true, Barca should seriously consider selling him now. That's a no-brainer, man. That's a no-brainer. Facts, Omar. This is facts. Arsenal fucked up when they got rid of Partey. Don't see. They're gonna see it, bro. They will see. They will all see, man. It's them, bro. I'm telling you, man. Nah, bro. One, you know what's a guy? What troops usually say? Like he always says, one. What's that? One doesn't say must feel. Was that the word? Yeah, a lot of these people, they're gonna do that, man. No, Ramon, I swear I didn't know. I'm sorry. And now sometimes, you know what, some comments go over my head. But yeah, sorry about that. I will not make the mistake again. I'd rather sell both Araujo and Casado and get 100 million and spend it on centre back from Argentina and Van der Sar for a young striker. That's because you're smart. Omar, I'm waiting for Arsenal fans to see Zubamendi live so that they can see how important Partey is. I can't wait. Zubi do all that talk, right? Oh, Thomas Partey, this. No problem. You know what? That's why I really want... a part of me is like, if we sell Casado, I would just bring Partey so that Partey can just cook at Barca like Aubameyang did, so that they can all look back and say, yeah, we just helped Barcelona again. We just helped Barcelona again. RIP to Endrick. He's not in the starting 11 for Madrid after Garcia is doing so well under Xavi. This brother is dead. Come on, man. I'm not gonna lie. That wasn't funny, man. Nothing less than 50 million for Casado. 100%. 100%. He says, we need a young striker with Grimaldo and Dumfries as backup for left back and right back, not another midfielder, bro. Exactly. I agree. Who is that La Masia product that they keep talking? The La Masia you keep talking about is Quim. Thank you. Exactly. That's him. That is him. Anyways. Yeah, man. There we go. It says I would sell him over Fermin. Interesting. Quim, I've heard he's the next Pedri. I mean, listen, if he's as good as people say, maybe that's why the club are looking at trying to sell. Van der Ven, I really like his physical pace and all this stuff. People have to remember, Bernard came off from a serious injury this season. He will have fitness problems with testing. But we do have a lot of players who can play in that defensive midfield role apart from Casado. That's the thing. He says, why did we let go of Thiago Alcantara, man? Hey, listen, man. It was the club, man. It was under Rosell. What can I say? We can't register Williams. First reported by Marco, owned by Madrid, then confirmed by Gerard Moreno. I mean, look, I'm gonna talk about that next. So, all right. Well, listen. Let's get into it now. No, you good, man. You good. Yeah, big up to Waffle Don, man. Big up to you, man. Yeah, man. Anyway. Anyway, listen, let's move on, guys. Let's move on now. Hold on. Now here's the thing, guys. Right? Apparently, when it comes to the Nico Williams talk, so the talk that's been coming out today, when it comes to Nico Williams, is that apparently, since what's his name, Tebas said that we were on the 101 rule. Now they're saying that actually we're not. We are close, but we're not. Apparently we're like 8 million away from hitting the goal. But here's the thing. Then what was the point of Tebas coming out and saying that we did? Because Tebas was the one who confirmed it. See, the way I see it is like this, right? People basically are trying to put a snag on this deal. Now, the biggest thing I heard about the Nico Williams deal was that apparently the issue, give me a sec. The issue is very complicated, and the reason why it's complicated is because, well, when it comes down to it, Nico Williams' agent is the one that's really stalling this deal, right? Because Barcelona can trigger the buyout clause. We can, right? The issue that we have right now is that basically Nico Williams' agent wants to put a get out clause for his player. Now here's the problem with this thing. This get out clause makes no sense because Nico Williams' agent is the same guy who came to the club last month and told us that his client wanted to join Barça and was willing to reject every single deal, and most importantly, he wanted to come to the club so bad he was willing to wait for the registration to happen. And now that Barcelona are on the verge of triggering the buyout clause, his agent has come in and said, oh, by the way, yeah, about that whole thing about, registration, we're not too sure because we don't know if he's going to be registered or not. So just in case, we want to get out clause. Well, why did you say this when we were having that conversation? You waited till now when we're about to trigger the buyout clause. And you know what's funny, yeah? The fact that Nico Williams himself is coming out and saying that he wants to finalize this deal basically clearly tells me that his agent is doing this behind his back. His agent is doing this on his own. He is trying to get the best out of this deal that he can for himself, but also in his mind for his client. Do you understand what I mean? He wants the best for him. When it comes to Nico Williams only has eyes for this club. And here's the thing. At some point, Nico Williams will have to really, really be smart and really, really make a decision for himself. Because this guy is thinking about himself. This agent of his is thinking about himself when he's doing this. This get out clause that he's trying to put out is basically for the chance that if we don't register Nico Williams, he can tell Nico Williams, listen, these guys are not going to sign you. You're wasting your time. This club is offering you this. And here's the thing. If he gets that get out clause, he'll be a free agent, which means that if Barcelona or if another club like Bayern Munich or Arsenal or another club want to sign Nico Williams, it's kind of like if a player, it's like if when Trent became a free agent, right? His agent can ask for a sell-on for a signing-on fee, a sell-on clause, whatever, bro. Everything. he can get the best deal out of Nico Williams if he's a free agent. And that is why he's desperate, because at the end of the day, he wants this. It's an absolute embarrassment. And at the end of the day, his agent wants this thing. And Nico Williams has to make a choice. Nico Williams has to make a choice. Because the Barcelona are not going to buckle. Barcelona made it very clear, we are not going to buckle under the pressure. You understand what I mean, right? He's tried this a few times, and we've made it very clear, we are not putting a get out clause for him. Okay? He's either going to sign or he's not going to sign. And here's the issue here. Every single news outlet that have talked about this deal have all said the same thing, which is that Barcelona will trigger the buyout clause, and they could trigger it by any day now. And here's the important thing that I want people to really understand, guys. Barcelona are in the 101 rule from the confirmation from the La Liga president. However, what is important to know is this. From what we read yesterday, was that Barcelona Football Club have reached the necessary requirements to be in the 101 rule, which basically means that whoever we sign right now, we can technically register. So Nico Williams signing now will be registered instantly, just like Joan Garcia. That's not the problem. The issue is where the 101 rule could become a problem later is if we decide to go and sign other players like two fullbacks, like I mentioned yesterday. If we decide tomorrow that we're gonna sign Van der Sar and Grimaldo, we're definitely gonna have to sell. We're definitely gonna have to sell players to bring those guys in. But I think more than anything else, what the problem with this deal is that Barcelona don't like the way Nico Williams' agent is moving, because he's the one who approached the club, gave them promises, and then when the club answered it and understood it and tried to work with him, he tries to finesse them. That's what this is about. Do you understand what I mean? But look, at the end of the day, Paris, at the end of the day, Barcelona can trigger the buyout clause. The issue is not, when it comes to Nico Williams' buyout clause, right? Barcelona would prefer installments. Don't get it twisted, Paris. They would prefer to do installments. However, right now, where we are right now, we can technically go and sign him. You understand what I mean? And this is what is important, Catalan. That's a good point. Fabrizio Romano is the top dog when it comes to these news. And he hasn't said that this deal is likely not going to happen. All of these news outlets, and this is what is important, guys, because I've been listening to so many different Barca news outlets, and you know what's funny, right? One is saying one thing, the other is saying the other thing. It's important for people to not always rush into conclusions, guys, because different people say different things. Certain people are saying, oh, Barcelona are not in the 101 rule. Other people are saying that we are. The fact of the matter is, Javier Tebas, the La Liga president, confirmed that we've met the requirements. So if he's saying it, I'm sorry. I don't care what all these other news outlets are saying. The guy who's in charge and who's the one that knows the 101 rule is telling me that we are. So I'm going to listen to him. You understand what I mean? I'm going to listen to him. So for all of these people that are doing this, guys, don't ever listen to believe everything you read. I'm telling you guys right now, guys, what the job of newspaper outlets are is to sell the news. When the news came out, Nico Williams will be joining Barca. Barca are going to trigger the buyout clause. That has been the talk all around. The news that is going to sell the most is if a news outlet comes out and says, oh, it looks like Barcelona might not sign Nico Williams. All of a sudden now, everybody's going to be, what? Oh no, I thought we were going to sign him. Guys, I want you guys to really understand, this is what newspapers do. They're going to sell. This is why when one outlet says, oh, Barcelona are going to trigger the buyout clause tomorrow, the other person is going to say, no, he's going to be triggered the next day. Because everybody wants to sit there and try to fabricate the news to sell, bro. Because it's all about selling newspapers, selling news. But I'm just saying, bro, from the most reliable outlets, Gerard Moreno himself, and this is actually something that Gerard Moreno said, right? Now, he's even admitted, right? He's admitted that there are some complications, but we said it's quite complicated with the release clause. As of now, it's quite complicated for Nico Williams' release clause to be paid tomorrow. Basically, what he's trying to say is, he's not sitting here saying, oh, well, it looks like the deal is not going to happen. He's just saying, at the end of the day, there's some complications, and maybe that's why the clause hasn't been triggered yet. Here's the thing. Barcelona are going to try everything to get the best deal out of this. We don't know what Barca are doing behind the scenes. Barca might be talking to Athletic Bilbao. They might be trying to negotiate with Bilbao where they can trigger the buyout clause but not pay the whole thing. You gotta understand, bro. It is easy for Barca to just go out and say, all right, buyout clause triggered. But Barcelona are going to try to be smart. If they know they don't have to pay the whole buyout clause, they can try to negotiate. And if Bilbao give them a shot of negotiation, they're going to take it. And this is the thing, as Barca fans, we don't know. We could find out tomorrow, oh, the buyout clause has been triggered. Oh, actually, Barcelona are going to be paying in installments. Do you understand what I mean, right? So this is why it's always important, guys. Whenever you hear these things, it's not always about money. Oh, Barca don't have the money. If Barcelona say, yo, we are going to trigger the buyout clause, clearly we have the money. But sometimes, bro, you got to be smart. It's like this. If I want to buy a car, and the car costs $4,000, I have $5,000 in my pocket, I can pay for the car. But if I know that the person who owns the car, the guy who owns the car or who's selling the car, is willing to negotiate maybe $200 every single month until I pay the $4,000. If I know I can get that deal out of him, I'm going to try to negotiate with him. Because at the end of the day, it would be smarter, because then I would still be able to save most of my money and still buy the car. You understand what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's how I look at this. When it comes to the Nico Williams deal, it's going to happen, guys. I feel like people need to be patient as well, because people kind of just heard that, oh, Barcelona planned on triggering the buyout clause in the first week. So now everybody is looking at this deal. They're all looking at this deal in general, and they're all sitting there and they're like, when? Oh, Omar, I thought we were going to trigger the buyout clause tomorrow. Oh, I think we're going to trigger the buyout clause on Tuesday, this week, next week. Relax, guys. Relax. Therefore, the club have already told us he will sign the deal. You understand what I mean, right? Right? So, I'm sorry, he will be signed. So, guys, let's just let the club cook. That's how I see it. Just let the club cook, guys. At the end of the day, I believe in Joan Laporta, man. He's a guy who doesn't talk about the things he does. Brother, bro, every time when it's time for things to get done, he gets it done. You understand what I mean, right? And look, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. At the end of the day, football is a business. We don't know what these guys talk about behind the scenes. You understand what I mean? Right? But yeah, man, I just felt like I had to say those things because, people like to, people kind of, when they see news like this, the ears instantly perk up, guys. So yeah, I just felt like, just putting it out there. But yeah, let me see what some of you guys are saying about this news. Big up to my guy Warthog, man. Big up to you. He says, Omar, I've been hearing about this 8 million away since last week. Bro, I'm just saying, like, why would Tebas lie in front of public? Think about this for 1 second, guys, right? If Javier Tebas is lying and we are not in the 101 rule, remember presidents can't lie on TV. That is ground for impeachment. So at the end of the day, if he says that we can trigger the buyout clause, we're going to trigger the buyout clause, or we can register players, or we've met the requirements. Guys, if he says it in public, clearly he knows what he's talking about. Why would he say it? Because if he turns out he's lying, guess what? Everybody in the league, all the league, the fans, right? The football clubs around, they're gonna be sitting there asking, yo, why was this guy lying? Why was this guy trying to lie about Barcelona? Was he trying to help Barcelona? Was he trying to do this? Was he trying to do that? That's what I'm saying, man. It doesn't make sense. So obviously, what Nico Williams ejected Bayern again 4 hours ago. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Anyways, he did agree around 8 million with Barca, though. His agent is asking for 12 to 14 million from Bayern. This is my point, guys. His agent is trying to convince him to move somewhere else, but Nico himself doesn't want to go anywhere else. You gotta understand, when it comes to agents are gonna always look at the best deal for themselves. This is not about Nico. Okay? Yeah, Nico is gonna get a high amount, but this is not about Nico. This is about his agent. His agent is gonna get money out of this too. Nico Williams' agent is feeling the pressure for Athletic Club. Yeah, they can fuck off. How about that? Fabrizio Romano hasn't said anything about this news today. It's clear Nico's agent wants Barca to include letting him go on a free if they can register him. So they said no. Because Barca are not stupid. Laporta will give Nico Williams' agent a timeline, then it's up to him. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Barcelona want installment. 63 million on financial fair play in Spain cannot go through. No, actually it can. It can right now in Spain. Me personally, I wouldn't pay too much attention since Fabrizio Romano and other major journalists haven't really said much. I really wouldn't care less about it. Bro, Gerard Moreno is the only one of these Barcelona journalists that I really take seriously, because he actually gets the news 9 times out of 10 correct. And he hasn't said that, oh, the deal is in danger of falling through or the deal might not happen. He's just sitting there and said, listen, there is a few snags from the agent, but from what he knows, Barcelona will plan on triggering the buyout clause. So yeah, it is what it is. It's important to get right on the 101 rule for fucks, 101 FFP. Yeah, if it stays 104, you are in big trouble. It's not on 104 right now. I don't understand why this deal is so complex. You guys are in the 101 rule, so why is there a fuss for the registration? Ah, good God Almighty. Listen, like I mentioned, I feel honestly, Rabona, I feel this is just new. This is just newspapers just selling, bro. I wouldn't hold too much weight in this. I wouldn't. I'm being that serious. People can say it's copium. I'm not being copium. Like I mentioned, I read these news all the time. If anything comes out, I'll be the first one to say it. I genuinely think the newspapers are trying to basically sell some papers out here by basically saying, oh, there's a complication in the deal. There's a complication in the deal. And now everyone's going to be, oh no. And everyone's going to be hooked now with this deal. I don't think so, man. Don't believe everything from Marca. Exactly, man. Marca are Madrid bias, but some things was confirmed by Gerard Moreno. That's why I had to talk about it. Because Gerard Moreno is actually a Barcelona journalist. So he's going to talk about the realest things about Barca. Laporta ain't stupid. He's a mastermind in negotiations. Facts. It's going to happen 100%. If yesterday I said the deal was 100% or 150% done, then today it's my duty to tell you the negotiation has stalled due to disagreement between Italia and Barcelona over registration clause. Do you guys see the problem here? This is between the agent and the club. And this is the thing, bro. I can see why the club are being like this, being stubborn. Because, brother, you can't come to us. Tell us that your player wants to join us. Tell us your player is willing to do anything. He's willing to wait. And then when we're about to trigger the buyout clause, you then change your mind. Nah, man. Fuck off. Yeah. It will happen. Bilbao will make it. It will happen, but with Bilbao make it easy. I doubt it. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's definitely happening, just a matter of when. That's the thing, man. People are just impatient. I'm very patient. Pogba and his brother died in a car accident this morning. Yeah, I've already talked about it. Bilbao have said no. Tebas is moving weird. At the same article, he was saying you are not in the 101 rule, then saying that we need to be punished or something. This brother, right? You know what it is sometimes, bro. I struggle to take whatever this brother says seriously. He needs to fire his agent. I mean, if this continues, he needs to make a decision, bro. We will so be in the 1-to-1 rule but it's not confirmed yet by Fab. Here we go. Yeah, the player has not yet joined. Yeah, facts. We need to sell players. Ideally, we need to sell Araujo, Casado, and Fermin for 102. Imagine we could get that amount, you know. Honestly, guys, I don't mind selling those 3 players. Like, that's one thing people need to understand, bro. I have no problem selling those 3 players. I trust Hakas Binyard, and he's been like the David Ornstein of everything right. Getting everything right. David Ornstein doesn't usually get everything right, to be fair, but I hear you. This upcoming season, I'm concerned about Atletico than Real. Yeah, I know they just signed Bayana, but bro, after what I saw in the Club World Cup, yeah, I'm not worried, man. Nico should get rid of his agent. I mean, at some point, we'll see if this continues, guys. If this continues, I genuinely think one of those 2 things are going to happen. Either the deal is going to fall through and Barcelona are just going to say fuck off and go in for Diaz. Or, yeah, Nico Williams is going to fire his agent. And here's the thing with Nico. At some point, Nico is most likely that Nico's going to fire his agent. Because here's the thing, bro. Nico has burned his bridges with Bilbao. I know people are going to say Bayern Munich, Arsenal, looking at it. Brother, he's burned those bridges with Bilbao. That bridge is burned. And it's been burned because of this move. So imagine you burn your bridges with Bilbao to join Barca, and then you don't join Barca. I thought his agent I thought agents work for their players. Why is this agent doing things that Nico Williams does? Because, dude, it's about money. They're gonna get the best out of. Don't forget something, bro. Agents also get money out of these deals. They're gonna get money out of this. If we don't register Nico Williams and he goes out on a free, he can get a signing on fee, a huge signing on fee for the next club that Nico Williams signs for. Nah, I would not sell Fermin. I hear it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, people wanna just talk their talk, man. Listen, don't believe everything you read, guys. I promise you guys. I promise you all. But yeah. Anyways, listen, guys. Let's talk about another one I need to talk about, guys. Okay? Because I did talk about this a little bit about this yesterday, but I'm gonna bring it back because I only want to go a little bit detail, right? Because a lot of news outlets in Barca have been talking about this deal as well, right? And that would be Denzel Dumfries. Now, guys, as you guys can see, Denzel Dumfries is a player that has been getting a lot of attention from Barcelona in the past few hours. So Barcelona have expressed interest in Denzel Dumfries. No formal approach has been offered yet, but his release clause is 25 million, is valid until mid-July. Now, I saw a lot of you guys in the chat. Big up Yasser. Big up to you, bro. I saw a lot of you guys in the chat yesterday. You guys were not open to this move. Many of you guys were like, no, don't bring this guy. He's not coming. Don't bring this guy. He's injury prone. He's 29. He's this and he's that. Now, my honest opinion, I said it yesterday, I would prefer to sign a younger player. I prefer Van der Sar. Van der Sar is the guy I want to sign. And, well, even though I want to sign Van der Sar, he's 22, and I think he has a release cost of 30 million. The fact that the club are looking at Dumfries, I'm not sure about this deal. Because, yes, he's going to be cheap. But I'm not going to lie, man. I don't rate this guy as a defender. I think he does well going forward. I think going forward he actually does well. It's when he has to defend that I'm like, what do you offer, bro? What do you offer, bro? Like, seriously. Like, yeah, I know, people are going to say, but remember what happened last year. I'm sorry, last season in the Champions League. Brother, people don't watch Serie A enough, bro. I remember when doing a watch-along for Inter Milan versus Juventus, and this brother was getting absolutely cooked by Conceição, bro. And yeah, man, defensively he's not really one of those. But if I'm gonna be very honest with you, I would not take this deal. Tell me what you guys are saying in the chat. I'm not with this deal, guys. I prefer Van der Sar. Van der Sar has a release cost of 30 million, guys. That's just 5 million you're adding to the 25 that you're gonna be spending on Dumfries for a 22-year-old. You understand what I mean, right? Exactly, Rabona. We have to be smart when it comes to signing these players. So yeah, for me, yeah, I would not. I'm not for this deal. I am not for this deal. I think Barcelona should be smart. I think if we're smart, right, we should, because like I said, 29-year-old, 25 million when you can have a 22-year-old for 30. Come on, man. Come on. Anyways, big up to Yun says if Nico doesn't work out, we need to do things like PSG and go for total football. 150%. But I think this whole thing will be resolved soon. It happened to Victor Osimhen. His agent is messing up all his deals. Nico has to be smart, bro. Don't do what Moriba did. When Moriba was sitting back, letting the other people around him deal with his issues. Don't do that, bro. Big up to my brother Yasser. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Yasser TV, man. Because we need a left back before a right back. I disagree. We have a Balde in the left back. I mean, I'll get a left back. Don't get it twisted. I'll get a left back, but no, we need a right back because Kunde has been doing well in the right back area. But this is the thing, bro. The kind of right back that we're looking for, he's not that kind of guy. Do you understand what I mean? So for me, we have to be smart, man. Right? Especially on the flick, he's not exactly a right back that goes back and forth. He can do defensive work. He can't do offensive work. You understand what I mean? So yeah, for me, I would say, yeah, bring me a right back 100%. 29 years old for a fullback. Yeah, man, I would not take him. We should sign him. Dumfries can actually score headers. Yeah. I'd much rather go for Bastoni, a solid defender that plays well on the ball. 100%. Don't sign purple patch players like Arsenal do. Yep, 100%. It depends on the price. 25 million, hell no. 100%. Not a player for the Barça system. Bad at build-up, being more direct physical player, getting into aerial duels. But not the profile of Barcelona player in the possession and technical possession. 100%. Yeah, I'm not exactly against him. I prefer Van der Sar and other defenders from Brazil, Argentina, and South Americans. I prefer Van der Sar because he's younger and he can give more to this club. We need a big sale. Araujo for 60, for me 60, 70 million for Casado, 50 for Mas, and 20 for Peña. Bro, let me tell you something. If we sell those players for those amounts that you're talking about, Jesus Christ. Give Deco, let me tell you something. Give Deco the key to the city if he gets that deal, man. If he gets just those kinds of deals. This Dumfries guy looks good because he had Gerard Martin. If we faced Balde, we would have won. I don't like Jordi Alba very much. Balde is way better. I love Alejandro Morales Balde. Man said Miles Morales, you know. He says, along left backs, Jufre Torrent, which Flick plans on using more. I'm more worried about the right back position. Facts. Exactly, man. Pablo Torre has been sold yet. He's about to get sold. He's about to move to Mallorca very soon. Personally want to wait after the Asian tour because Flick has eyes on Laundry Farre, but maybe we may have a right back solution. Yeah, make sure you guys go subscribe to Yasser TV, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to Yasser TV. But listen, guys, I'm gonna talk about one last thing before we get out of here, guys. Okay, because I know we're talking about transfers, right? We're talking about deals that have happened and everything else, guys. But I really do want to talk about something else before I go. Give me a second. Where is it? Where is it? Where is the? Give me a second, guys. Where is it? There it is. Guys, recently, guys, yesterday, we heard some news, guys, in regards to one of our own, man like Ivan Rakitic, retired from professional football yesterday. And you know what's funny, yeah? This stream was gonna start with me sending tribute to him for his career, amazing career that he had. Obviously, you know, the whole thing with Jota happened today, so I had to start with that. But I wanted to end with this because, you know, we gave a heartfelt tribute this morning for a player we just lost today. But I feel like I wanted to give a level of praise to Ivan Rakitic. Now, to many Barcelona players, right, to many Barca fans, you know, maybe, you know, I feel like a lot of people don't really rate this guy as well as they should, right? Because I remember when we signed Ivan Rakitic, and when we signed him in 2014, I remember thinking nothing of the deal. I thought, we're selling Fabregas and we're buying Rakitic. Like, I didn't get it. I was like, yo, how are we selling one of the best midfielders in Fabregas and buying this guy from Sevilla and buying Sevilla's captain, right? And bro, to tell you the truth, that first season that he was at the club, he was arguably our best midfielder. He had one of the best debut seasons probably I've seen from any Barca midfielder in my lifetime. The closest thing I can think of is maybe Pedri. His first season, I think he scored he had 8 goals and 10 assists or something like that from midfield. He was an absolute midfield general. Absolute amazing player. But most importantly, he always scored goals and assisted in crucial moments. In that season, his first season, this brother scored in the Champions League final. He was always Mr. Reliable. A player who in my mind, guys, right, and he kind of reminds me of Christensen, where when I really go back and I remember Rakitic at this club, I don't remember a point where I was like, yeah, this guy's finished. This guy's one of our worst midfielders. This guy is this. Like, I saw so many midfielders lose their touch. Even that last season, his last season at the club, when he left and went back to Sevilla in 2020. We had players like Vidal who were bums. We had players like Busquets who were no longer the same players. Rakitic that season was still playing well. But we let him go. This guy, the reason I'm giving him all of this credit is because, guys, he had one of the biggest jobs. He had a huge job when he joined Barcelona. He had to replace Xavi Hernandez, who was leaving the season after. A player To, a player who is a legend at the club, getting replaced by a civilian captain. And he came in, he did his job, and he always played well. And one thing I will always remember about Rakitic is those bangers, bro. Those bangers, bro. This brother knew how to hit a ball, bro. Like, I remember the goal against Tottenham in the Champions League. Outside the box, volleyed, pew, straight to the back of the net. Absolute dagger. And what a player he was, man. Like, for me, he will always be one of those players who will be a cult hero in my lifetime. A seriously, criminally underrated midfielder. And one of the midfielders who is never going to get the love of a Xavi or Iniesta. But brother, for Barca fans who watched him, we know that this guy was one of our best players during his era. So enjoy retirement, man like Ivan Rakitic, right? You had a successful career for your club, but also for your country, bro. You did so well, taking them to a World Cup final, doing all the incredible things that you did. So yeah, man, happy retirement to Ivan Rakitic. Let me know what you guys are saying, man. Let me see what you guys are saying before we get out of here. But yeah, man, I just had to say this, man, because I always want to give love. Because, you know, sometimes people always like to criticize, but, you know, I want to give players. I fell in love with Koundé. He threw the ball when he threw the ball to Alba. Yo, you really don't like Alba, do you, man? Rakitic is so underrated, 100%, very underrated. Rakitic is a good player. Could have never replaced Xavi, for which he was brought in, but he was good. A pool celebration left a sour taste in my mouth. Hated him for that, but he's a legend but not a legend like Suarez. I mean, listen, man. Like, you don't like Rakitic, I don't like Suarez. It is what it is. Rakitic scored that goal in the Champions League final. I will forever cherish that moment. That moment will forever stay in my heart, man. Anyways, let's keep going. It says no one can replace Xavi. He's one of my favorite players and a good midfielder. 100% he is. 100%. Banger after banger. 100%. Fabrizio Romano spoke on YouTube. It's being registered that is holding the deal. Nico Williams' agent wants paper guarantees. Yo, big up to you. Big up to you, Paris, man. Big up to you every time, bro. Big up to you, man. It says, no, our best midfielder in our era, Busquets was still, but he was good. I'm not saying he was our best midfielder. I never said he was our best midfielder. I said he was our most consistent midfielder. Right? He was a player that came in. When he was on the pitch, he did his job. He did his job, bro. Yeah, man. So, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, that's more and more the time. Yeah, more and more the time is income. Bro, I'm telling you, man. All of the players we saw in the last decade are all leaving us, man. They're all leaving us one by one. It's just a matter of time, guys. Messi and Ronaldo, guys, their time is coming sooner than many people think. They're coming sooner than many people think. Every year, bro, another one of our legends. For either Barça, Madrid, or other big clubs. Every year, one player is retiring one over the other. You understand what I mean? But, yeah, man, listen, that's why sometimes, bro, listen, man. You know, we love players. We appreciate players. We always adore these players and give them the respect that they deserve. But, yeah, man, you just have to be more aware. You know what I mean? But, yeah, big up to every single one of you guys, man. I don't want... Listen, man, we're almost at 40 likes, guys. Get us to 40 likes, guys. We're almost at 40 likes. But big up to every single one of you guys who have been watching the stream, guys. We're going to be closing out, guys. I'm going to redirect you guys to Jonas, guys. Big up to every single one of you guys who have been watching, guys. This has been another episode of the Blaugrana Buzz. Appreciate every single one of you guys who have been in the building the whole time. Appreciate every single one of you. My guy Rabona in the chat. Big up to Paris. Big up to Catalan. Big up to Earl. Big up to Gauche. Big up to every single one of you guys who has been watching, guys. This has been a 10 out of 10 stream. Make sure you guys smash the likes. Get us to 40 likes little before we end this stream. Alright, we're on 40 likes. Appreciate every single one of you guys who has liked the video, man. Yet another Blaugrana Buzz, guys. Tell me what you guys are saying about the Casado news. Tell me what you guys think about the Nico Williams news, the Dumfries news. And also, guys, make sure you type your RIPs to Diogo Jota and Andre Silva, guys. May their souls rest in perfect peace, guys. And yeah, man, until we meet again. By the way, guys, I will be back in an hour 30 minutes because guess what, guys? Coming up in an hour from now is FCB show, guys. Me and Zir, we're gonna be talking, guys. So make sure, guys, all of you guys are back here in around like an hour 30 minutes from now after the heavyweight show on his channel, guys. We will be here for the FCB show, just me and Zir. So make sure you guys are here to watch that stream, guys. But make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. Like I mentioned, the stream will be redirecting you all to Jonas, to Barcelona React. Put Omar BYT rate in the comment section below. And like I always say whenever I end these streams, guys, Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalonia, and peace, you guys.